I said that it only takes a moment. And this one really came out of the blue. Good play from Anthony Nelson and the one-time spear off that left boot. Right into the bottom corner, leaving Burton sprawling at nothing. And Tivoli alive yet again.
Alright, so welcome back people to MG Sports TV. This is a second leg preview of match day again, of the Jamaica Premier League quarterfinal playoff. No, for me, I'm being honest, I'm extremely nervous about this game. Very, very nervous. But at the end of the day, I'm still very much hopeful. And I personally think that Portmore United can get the job done. It won't be easy. It won't most definitely be easy. But I still back them to get the job done. Alright, so welcome back people to MG Sports TV. Thank you very much again for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. No, it's a moment. Do or die. There's no in between. No, you have to get the job done. Now, let's start off with the first game of the day, which would be Portmore United versus Cavalier. Very, very difficult game. No question about it. It will be a tough game. Especially at Sabina now. Big pitch, lots of running. The pitch is very, very fast. That is if also the lights are working. Now, let me touch a little bit on that before we get into the details. Because a lot of persons are accost me and I say there's nothing the PFGL can do about the lights because they rent the facility and they can't JPS. People, listen to what I'm saying, yeah? Listen to what? I want you to listen to this keenly. If you rent a car, if you rent a car, can you do whatever rental company you get it from? If you rent a car, I'm very sure you go check if the tires them good. You go check if the front end are run good. You go check if there's no issues in the vehicle, like no broken chair, no broke up in the car where you might end up have to pay for. Also, you check if the vehicle are run good. You also check the last service date. You check the papers, if the papers them straight are up to date. You will check those things before you even drive out the car. You start the car, see if the car start good. You get a little rev to see if it red good. You even probably give it a test drive to see how it drive. If it change the gear them, whatever based off of the transmission. You don't say now the transmission problem or no minor issues where you have to worry about. If you live in a town and you go all the way to Montego Bay, and you want that car to be very reliable and can carry from town to Montego Bay, you will do those checks and balances. And even on the day of the day where you travel, you do them checks and balances before you leave. Because you know for a fact that you can't take any chances. If the vehicle broke down, you're going to hear say, you broke it down. Or if something mash up on the vehicle, you say, you did it, and you have to pay for it. Imagine. So, me don't know what tell me, say. If PFGL rent the Sabina facility, you must, on the day of the game, check for these things. And people even tell me, say, by JPS, people, it is documented that all the lights have a separate generator. They run off a separate generator. Means that even if JPS light gone, the generator them will kick in and be functional. Which means that there should be no issue. So if the JPS light gone for an hour, at least the generator can give them probably an hour and a half. So no issue there. So I don't know tell me about why they shouldn't whatever. They have to take responsibility. Quality control in any major organization, you must do quality control, especially when you rent facilities. You must do your checks and balances. Somebody said this is not accounts. Of course it's not accounts, but checks and balances don't only apply to accounting. Anyways, boom, let's get back to the game. All right, you are going to know people. So Portmore versus Cavalier versus Portmore, and I'm being honest, I'm very, very, very nervous about this game. One, Cavalier is one of the best teams in the country. Two, they can hurt you. 3, them have the best player in the league. So which means that automatically it will be a tough task. On the other hand though, Portmore United is a well-coached team with very good players who can most definitely go over the line. I think this is going to be a very interesting matchup. Let me go again. From last game, I thought that, let's speak about some players. Javier Brown had a really good game. Gotchi had a really good game. I thought also the goalkeeper, Russell, had a very, very outstanding game. Rousseau played good. Stephen Young played good as well. Siegel Knight was good in midfield. Rose was good. A big notice to Ronald Robinson. Zimenez was a beast. So the team in itself had a proper performance. Goal score, what we concede. I don't know if you realize a few times Cavalier tried that in the game with them first ball, then them flick it on for the second ball, not the set piece. First ball, drop it at the front post, then flick it on like a flick on. But hopefully coach said that and address that. They tried to catch up on the counter. I think Portmore was very, very good in trying to stop those quick transition, especially winning the first ball and then trying to win the second ball. When they go for the first ball over the top, what Cavalier try to put over the top, automatically them closing essentially if you see if they can win the second ball, if you stop them from winning the second ball, because they're very, very good at that in catching you in transition. Now, at the end of the day, it'll go boil down to two good teams are fighting for a semi-final spot. It will boil down to who want it more. No matter who deserve it, no matter who did I try, all that kind of something there is who wants it more. These are two very good teams and who can get over the line. That is how it sets up. Now, as I said, I still believe that my team can get the job done. I am very fearful of Cavalier. They have players who can hurt you. Calvin is going for the leading goal scorer. He's still pushing hard to get the leading goal scorer. There's no certainty around Ronald Brown right now. If he'll be back in time. So that means if he missed one of the games, this is a big opportunity for Calvin to get 2 or 3 goals. Not this game, but get a goal here. So advance the next stage. So this would make put Calvin in a very motivated position to go on and score a goal here. He was very good against us. I thought Busy, the combination of Busy and who else that player Busy, man? Richards was quite good. I do though think that in the middle of the park, Cavaliers have some issues they have to work on. The combination in the middle of the park was not necessarily the best. I don't know if the profile of players that they were using. One point I saw Adrian Reed in the middle of the park. At some point I see him in a defensive third. So a little bit of stuff there. I don't know if maybe that's something new Cavaliers are trying though. But he's very good at the long ball. So Adrian Reed looked to be the player who played the deepest. Quite an interesting aspect of that. I thought Richard King was very, very good in that game. Stopping all transition also. First time all inside of the box. He was really, really, really good. Ainsworth had a good game. Some dangerous crosses inside of the box as well. I thought Dwayne Allen also in the middle of the park was really good. So Cavalier, they did something. I thought though the change they make was a little bit too late. I thought when they were on top, like the 60 minutes about, I thought that would have been the ideal time to make the change. Surprised when he brought on Dennison, when you had like Avery and these guys on the bench. I was really, really surprised that he kind of just show him rulers with a try limit to show him hands. I don't know if that's the case, but definitely it was an interesting watch to see the late change and also just a little bit of caution, the amount of caution that he put in it. But overall, I thought that that game was a very good game. And I'm expecting a next good game as well going forward. For me, though, I think this game, not seen a lot of goals scored. I look on probably, this could go penalties. Probably our next 1-1 penalties. And I think I would back Portmore in the penalties. So I'm going to say 1-1 to the penalty spot, Portmore United, or Portmore win it in that extra time. But I think for serious, remember I said normally I'm not that confident in regards to my team, but I think I'm going to back Portmore for this one. I believe though that Cavalier do have all that firepower. I normally I try to use reverse psychology and say, yeah man, them all lose. just in case they get the win. But this time, I just have that little bit of confidence that they can get the job done. Very fearful because Cavalier is the type of team who can and normally get the job done when it means or when it matters. They know how to do that. All right. So at the end of the day, setting set. We'll move on to the next game, Montego Bay versus Tivoli Garden. Now, I saw enough of that game to know, say, this game, the second leg game, is going to be more scattergun than the first game. Me I look on like 3-2. That's the score line me I look on. A 3-2 score line. I think a lot more goal will be scored in this game. Anything. Me now seeing an extra time in this one. Just two teams who go at each other. I thought Jordan Fletcher was very, very good in the last game. It was brilliant in how him work the defenders. Owen Garden running down on the left hand side. Yeah, I thought overall Mobay team looked really, really compact. They look the better team though, even though Tivoli Garden is even though they're down now, but they're definitely not out. They know how to grind out, especially goals. Free kicks in the final third. I think Mobay Utd have to be very, very careful with that because they gave up a lot of free kicks and technically they got away with it. And I'm not sure they might get away with it this time around, so they have to be very, very careful. Nikolai Fuller is dangerous on free kick, and I thought Mobay Utd gave away too much free kick in those close range for the last game. Nevertheless, I do think that this is more of a Mobay Utd win. Right through the season, we have seen it that they tend to just edge Tivoli Garden, but I think Tivoli Garden still are going to put up a very, very good fight because the two teams then play quite similar to running teams, and I really, really think that Mobay maybe just have too much firepower. This is not a game for defensive. This for the defenders. This is a game more so for the attackers because both teams give up chances, big chances at that. So who's going to be able to take their chances. Mobay Utd have way more firepower than Tivoli Garden. Shaniel Thomas, Brian Brown, Owen Garden, Jordan Fletcher, quite Peter Lee Vossel if he comes onto the pitch. Lucas Lima, who's now scoring goals. Demario Phillips. These are all goal scorers. They can score goal. And that makes them quite a dangerous team to play against. Yes, Tivoli has goal scorers, but if you look at the numbers and the amount of goals that they scored, who are the leading goal scorers? Russell, Oldfield, and Fuller. These are the top scorers for the team. But who else score up a goal? I think the fullback Williams, Williams. I think he has quite a few goals as well, even though team goals are crazy. Anytime he scores some goals or some crazy goals in score. But they do have goals. But the thing is, at the end of the day, as I said, is who's going to score more goals in that game. It's not necessarily a defensive game. It's more so who's going to score more goals. But I still think I'm going to go a 3-2 in favor of Montego Bay for this one. Definitely a scattergun game. And I'm glad to say this is a game I play last because I think the Portmore Utd Cavalier game is going to be one of them, not another boring game. Just the tactical part of it, not for the neutrals. Not for the neutrals. That's a supporters type of game and coaches type of game. But the Montego Bay Tivoli game is going to be very exciting. That game in itself is going to be a game I have to say is going to be more excited. A lot more things are going to happen in that game. So I think this is actually the right game we're going to play last. So I'm going to see the one they panned off. Anyways, now going further, big up on yourself, people. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. Tell me your predictions in the comment section. Let's know what you guys think. And I'll see you guys again. Until next time, MG Sports TV. Out. God bless. Boom. And I mean outside. What? Outside.